Yo, yo, what's popping? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to April MC in the building. What's good, girl? Shout out to Unique79. Shout out to my dude Explode in the building. Shout out to Elroy Jetson, Joe K. What's good? What's going on with everybody? Man, today's show is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. The game, you know, it's heavy as usual, but it's gonna be even heavier today. It's gonna be so crazy. What up, Jason Simpson, Chris 1997? What's going on with you? John, what up? Kid 420, what's going on? So as people are coming into the spot, you feel what I'm saying? Let's just start out with this.
Everybody has game. The thing is, though, is your game weak or is your game strong? See, that's the difference. See, having weak game is synonymous with having no game. But you have game, you have a strategy to get what you want, but your strategy might be weak.
I always tell these guys, snap your fingers. And I'll tell them, snap your fingers. Like, you hear that sound? I'm like, what is that sound? Bitch, that's a 17-year-old that just turned 18. That's a 19-year-old that just turned 21. They are just, they're everywhere.
Hi, how you doing? You think I give a fuck about how you doing, bitch? All I want you to motherfucking do is open your mouth and say something so I can hear how your voice sounds so it can tell me how the fuck to get at you.
Your feelings are not facts. Because you feel like whatever you feel like, you can't get me to believe that there's more than two genders. You understand what I'm saying? And truthfully, I'm not sorry because I can't really make facts out of your fucking feelings. Matter of fact, fuck your feelings. There's only two genders. Only two genders. You trying to tell me that genders are neutral and niggas is trying to come up with 92 fucking genders, bro.
There's this narrative now that it's okay for a man to cry, and it's really pushing this sensitivity, express yourself, express your feelings. One thing I've always respected about my father growing up, I never seen my dad cry. Me and him would get into arguments, we would go at it, we would fight. I would say the harshest things to him I could to hurt his feelings, but I never broke him.
Shoot, just the right pair of shoes get your dick sucked. Just the right pair of shoes. Women don't, seriously, you could look like Boris Cujo, you be 6'8", you know, have a print down to your knee. They look at those shoes, they bust, they just like, oh no, not him. Nah, but
the bitches shine because of the nigga. Period. Like, and when it's functioning correctly, that's the way it is. So, on that note, dick is a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift.
You got to play your way from start to the end. That's having game. Because if you do that, what you expect is what's going to happen. See, don't know accidents happen with motherfuckers that got game.
All right, we back. What up? It's good. So, man, I had to do it. Shout out to Dada Saints in the building. True Savage. Jaren, what's going on? Nicholas was popping with you. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Remember, guys, go to patreon.com/Mr. Locario. Me and Miles going to do the Bad Boy show later today. So make sure that you guys are on patreon.com/Mr. Locario so you can get on the Patreon so you can watch all of the Bad Boy Show episodes up on there and all the other exclusive shit. You feel what I'm saying? And make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com to join the Bad Boy membership where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. You feel me? So today's show, man, you know, it's crazy because shout out to the Bad Boy Prince. I did a interview on his channel the other day, and, you know, we were talking about the concept, I guess, of selling a woman a dream, right? And he was talking about that. And so I was basically saying that I totally disagree with selling a woman a dream. So what does that mean? What does it mean to sell a woman a dream, right? So basically what that means is that you are basically telling a woman what you think she wants to hear. You're sort of selling her a certain type of situation, lifestyle, circumstance that you think she wants. So for example, you'll tell a girl, hey, you know, I'm looking for a serious relationship. I'm looking for the one. I'm looking for my soulmate, right? So you're selling her that sort of energy, that type of thing, and thinking that, you know, by doing that, you're going to be able to lower her defenses, be able to get at her. You understand? Exactly, Iceberg, as manipulation, basically, right? And so the thing I want to tell you guys is never, ever sell a woman a dream. Okay, don't do it. And there's a few reasons why this is not a good idea. You understand? Now, let me first say this. You guys are grown men, so you can do whatever you want. I'm just saying that I want you guys to know that when it comes to this game, right, there's different ways that you could come at it. And I'm trying to give you guys the best way to come at it. Let me just keep it 100. You understand what I'm saying? Let me keep it 100. So this is the thing. First, we got to ask ourselves, why would a guy want to sell a woman a dream? Okay, let's think about that for a second. What up, Joe Blast? Was popping, bro? Why would a guy want to sell a woman a dream? Right? Why would he want to tell her certain things and tell her things that he thinks she wants to hear in order to, you know, to get something going, right? Now, the reason why he wants to sell her a dream, and there's a few reasons. One is because he doesn't really understand women. You understand? If you're trying to sell a woman a dream, you don't really understand women. And usually the dream that these guys are trying to sell these women is commitment and serious relationships and like, I'm gonna be there for you, baby, and all this other stuff. See, when you do that, you don't realize that you don't really understand women. Because the guys are doing this, and this is another reason why they're doing this. They're doing this to try to get the pussy faster. So their thought process is, well, the girl's going to make me wait for sex because she wants something serious. So I'm going to sell her that I want something serious, and then therefore make it easier for me to get sex because then she'll like trust me and whatever and then give me some sex. Well, what happens is that guys don't understand the game when they're doing this, because what happens is that there are women who actually want to have sex with you now, who don't want to be in a serious relationship, who actually just want to hook up, who just want to get some dick. You understand? They just want to get some dick.
Dick is a gift.
You understand? They just want that.
It's a gift.
They just want
It's
you.
a gift.
They just want you to bend them over and do, you know, get it in. They want you to do all that. They want all that. They want all of that, people. You understand? So some women just want you to bend them over and fuck the shit out of them. Right? So if you talk to a girl who wants to have sex with you now or sooner than later, and you telling her, girl, I want a serious relationship, I'm looking for the one, nigga, she's gonna be looking at you like, bro, what the fuck? I'm just trying to get this dick and you talking about serious relationship? You understand? And what's gonna happen is that she might not give you the pussy because she's like, this nigga talking about he want a serious relationship. See, and that happens because you don't understand women, because if you did understand women, what that would mean is that you would know that women want to get fucked. So all the time is not where a woman is just always looking for the serious relationship. And the thing is this, she's saying that she says she's looking for a serious relationship to guys who she wants that with, meaning to guys that she sees boyfriend material, meaning certain guys that she might not necessarily be that sexually attracted to, or they don't exude that sex appeal at that moment. So she's like, look, he seems like a good little nice provider. You understand? So she'll say to that guy, I want a serious relationship. She'll say to that guy, I want to take it slow. But to the guy who she wants to have sex with, she's going to have sex with him now. You understand? She's going to have sex with him now. So by you saying you want something serious, not realizing that the girl might want to have sex with you, you're fucking up your whole shit, because you're doing that to try to get closer to sex, but you're actually getting yourself farther away from sex. You understand? Now, again, this is not, I don't want people to think that I'm going at people who say this stuff. We're just talking about ideas. I know how YouTube gets. These YouTube streets niggas be all sensitive and shit. You understand what I'm saying? They be all in their feelings when you're talking about different ideas that go against their ideas. But the problem is that you have so many guys putting out certain things and they don't really understand the game. So this is why they're saying the things that they're saying, but they don't really understand it, because unfortunately, a lot of guys come from more of a beta male perspective, or just a perspective of a guy who doesn't really have any experience. So then they say weird stuff like, oh, just, sell her a dream and tell her what she wants to hear. Answer me this. How do you tell a woman what she wants to hear when you don't know what that particular woman wants to hear? I'm gonna say that again. Think about that. How do you tell a woman what she wants to hear when you don't know what that particular woman wants to hear? I mean, I'm just saying. Like, that's the crazy part about it. Well, I'm gonna tell her what she wants to hear. How do you know what she wants to hear? You don't know. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not about you telling her what she wants to hear. You need to tell chicks what you want them to know, meaning you need to tell them what the fuck you want to do. Fuck what they want to hear. Tell them what you want to do. See, when it comes to this whole concept of selling a woman a dream, don't do that shit. This is what you do instead. Instead of trying to sell a woman a dream, hold on, let me get my horns ready, because the claps of the horns ready, because this is gonna be fire. Okay, write this down. Write this down. Instead of selling a woman a dream, this is what you do. You find a woman who is going to buy into your reality. Don't sell a woman a dream. Find a chick who's gonna buy into your reality. That's how you really get women. You understand? See, it's not about, when you're selling her the dream, what you're essentially saying is that who you are isn't enough. Because if who you were is enough, you wouldn't have to sell her the dream. You understand? It's just like this. Think about this. Why does a person, for example, let's say you have a person trying to get into a club and they have a fake ID. Why does that person need a fake ID to get into the club? Think about that. Why do they need the fake ID? They need the fake ID because who they really are isn't enough to get in the club. They're too young. So who they are right now isn't enough. So they have to have the fake ID. They have to have that fake identity in order to get to that place. See, if they were really ready to get to that place, if they understood how to get to that place, they would not need the fake ID. If they were ready to make it happen, they would not need the fake ID. They need a fake ID because they can't get into the place. So you need to sell them the dream because the reality of who you are, or you think the reality of who you are, isn't enough to get the goddamn chick. You understand? That's what it is. You think that you're not enough to attract the women you want and to get them to do the things that you want them to do. It's that simple. Which is why you have to sell the dream. See, what you got to understand is this, is that when you're trying to sell a woman a dream, you gotta understand that it's also a dangerous game sometimes when you're doing this, because understand that you're manipulating the situation, right? You're playing the game in the way where it's lies, deceit, all that other shit. And what's going to happen is that it could come around and bite you in the ass. You understand? Because what happens is that it's not like you do this one time, like, oh, I'm going to just, sell this one girl the dream. No, this becomes your, strategy for dealing with women in general, is selling them the dream. So now you are consistently selling the dream to the point where you don't even realize that you're bullshitting them. You don't even realize that you're on some bullshit at this point, because you've been on bullshit for so long. It's just like you don't even recognize it anymore. Right? And then what happens is that maybe that one girl, shit ain't gonna go crazy, but sooner than later, you're gonna run into the wrong chick. You're gonna sell her that dream. And she's thinking, if one more motherfucker I meet lies to me, just one more motherfucker I meet plays me, I had it up to here with these niggas. So if just one more motherfucker comes through, and then you're that motherfucker that comes through, nigga, listen, some of y'all don't want to, look, you know why a lot of times, guys, when you hear in these YouTube streets, guys talking about women bringing false, what they call it, grape accusations, because you can't say the other word on YouTube or whatever, right? Or chicks busting out their car windows and shit, or chicks treating them like shit and all this other crazy stuff. You hear all this stuff, or women, they do this, they're evil and all that. A lot of times what happens is all that shit goes down because in a lot of cases, the guy started playing these bullshit ass manipulation games from the jump. So what happens is that you end up having a crazy ass chick respond, or a chick that ends up becoming crazy responding to the fuck shit that the motherfucker created. You understand? Exactly, Iceberg. Is that Alaraj Curry? Shout out to ARC. He said, talked about a guy who got shot in the head for manipulating a woman. Yeah, I remember that shit. So this dude was playing all these games. This chick got so fed up that she shot this motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? See, what a lot of guys don't understand is that keeping the shit funky and keeping this shit real, right, is the best thing you can do when you fuck with women. Because when you keep it real, what happens is that you give the chick an actual choice to make. And then once she makes that choice, right, even if she's feeling a certain type of way after the fact, like let's say you tell a chick, listen, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I ain't really trying to date and go and do all this other stuff and have this extravagant fucking relationship with you. I'm attracted to you. I think we should get together, hook up, have some fun sometime. And that's about it. Right? And let's say the girl's down for that. She's like, cool, I'm down because I'm feeling you. Let's make this happen. Right? Let's say she starts fucking you, and let's say she starts catching feelings, just for, sake of argument. But let's say you tell her, look, man, I had my fun, but I'm about to move on. Or, you just keep it pushing and you keep just doing you over there or whatever, right? Even though she feels a certain type of way, because she might really like you and wanted to keep fucking with you, she still understands why you're not there. And she still respects the fact that you told her what it was. So what happens is that a lot of times the girl ends up not really doing anything negative in you understand what I'm saying? In your direction. Because even though she's feeling a certain way, she understands that you told her what it was. So she respects the fact that you was honest with her. So her expectations were already set for what was eventually going to go down. Because see, it's one thing if you tell a girl, hey, listen, I'm just trying to hook up and that's that. And let's say y'all start hooking up and let's say you start to like her and she's liking you and then y'all, continue and you move forward and let's say y'all make something happen beyond that. It's all good, right? But if you come out the gate swinging, talking about, yo, baby, I love you. I think you the one, queen. I just never felt this way about a girl before. And I feel like, me and you could take over the world. Like, I don't want nobody else. I want to, build something with you. I want this. I want that. And you got this chick believing this shit. And and I'm gonna get to that in a second. You got this chick believing this shit. And then she starts to get attached to that idea. You understand? Then what happens is that you smash and leave, or you smash maybe 2 times or whatever, and then you're out of there. And so what happens is now she feel like, damn, this motherfucker just played me. You understand? Like, this dude just played the shit out of me. He came through, he used me for my box, and then he's out. Right? Now, understand, you're probably not the first guy that did it. So remember, when she's like, oh man, if one more motherfucker do this shit, so you could be her last straw, or however you say that shit. You see what I'm saying? You're the straw that broke the camel's back. That's what you are. Right? And so now you're gonna have to deal with that type of energy that comes with that because you was being a fuck nigga. You see what I'm saying? And this is the thing. A lot of times what happens is, I'm talking about like a woman believing the shit. A lot of times what happens is this, right? And 320-718, I'm gonna get to your call in a second. A lot of times what happens is this, is that the woman, she gets, guys over and over again doing something that they call love bombing, right? So love bombing is when, you meet a chick and you just start going ham. You start texting her, good morning, beautiful. How are you? You buy her a gift and shit. You're fucking rolling out the red carpet. You're just being the perfect motherfucker, right? And so she likes this. So part of her, like, knows that it's bullshit in a lot of cases, but they want to believe it's not bullshit. This is why someone like a Derek Jackson, lasted this long as far as fooling these women. Because deep down, part of them knew that it was like, listen, come on. It was like in the back of their head, it was like he on some fuck shit. But, right, what happened is they want to believe what he's saying is real because that's what they want. You understand? That's what they ultimately want at the end of the day, is they want a guy to give a fuck about him. You understand? They want the guy to give a fuck about him. Because it's easy for a woman to get dick. It's hard for a woman to get a guy who gives a fuck about them. So then this is where guys say, oh, well, let's just sell them the dream. You understand what I'm saying? But then again, you're playing a dangerous fucking game because you start love bombing, you start acting like you give a fuck about her. And then you're the guy who broke the camel's back. And then therefore you got some chick who is trying to get revenge on your ass. You understand? So I just want you guys to understand it and see, this is the issue. It's the issue. Oh, let me second. Kevin, delete your question. I'm gonna get to this question in a second. But it's the issue. It's really, all of this is really a self-esteem issue. You understand? Because see, and I actually talked about this on Bad Boy Prince's show. See, you can sell a woman a dream and it can work, but guess who it works on? It works on women who are extremely, extremely insecure and usually who have mental issues. You understand? women who are extremely, extremely insecure and who have mental issues. So even on the show, he was asking me, he's like, what, aren't all these women insecure anyway? And I'm like, yeah, some women have insecurities. Most women have insecurities about something, but there's a difference between a woman having the average type of woman insecurity, like, oh, I wish I could be like 10 pounds lighter and all that other stuff, right? And, oh, I don't think I look cute today. That's some regular shit, right? You have a lot of women, and most women don't have those insecurities. That's whatever. What I'm talking about is you have women who have some deep-seated insecurities. They got like daddy issues. You understand? They're the type of women who do crazy, wild, fucking, let's say, irresponsible sexual shit because they're looking for love. Those type of women. The type of women who gravitate to guys who are, just on some bullshit. Meaning, like, they're the type of women who they'll stay with a guy who is inconsistent, wishy-washy, abusive, just all over the place. So those are the type of women who gravitate to men who sell them the dream because they're insecure. Because the guy who's selling the dream also is insecure. See, like attracts like. See, what I was saying on the show is that a woman who's actually confident, yes, I said confident, meaning that she has her head on straight. You understand what I'm saying? She actually is the type of chick who has some sort of critical thinking skills. You understand? And what I mean is that type of woman, you can't really play those types of games with in the long run. Meaning you might catch her at first, because she's like, is this real or is this not? And then what's going to happen is that she's going to see a chink in your armor and realize that you're bullshitting. Because what happens is that because she has some sort of value about her, she sees she's actually a chick that's, somewhat on point. You understand what I'm saying? She's going to look at you and be like, no, you ain't really the man you trying to portray yourself to be. She's going to peep that out. And then once she peeps that out, she's out of there. She's gone. But what happens is that when you sell the woman a dream, the women who are attracted to that are the extremely, extremely insecure chicks with mental issues, because what happens is that those are the women who's going to be chasing you back and forth when you start to be inconsistent. You understand? So what happens is that you're like, oh, baby, I love you, this and this and that. And because she's starving for love, she's like, finally, a guy who loves me, a guy who cares, right? And then when you ghost her or you drop her, she's losing her mind like, well, how come, where are you, what's going on, blah, 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 blah. Because she's chasing that validation because she needs that because she's so damn insecure. She got issues. And then what happens is that a lot of times when you deal with girls who are like that, because they don't have any real critical thinking skills, because they're all over the place, and because those are the type of girls who really don't take accountability for shit, when you are involved with them and they feel a certain type of way about anything, guess whose fault it is always? Yours. You understand? So you dealing with this type of chick, she's kind of, she wants the love and affection, but she's also kind of wishy-washy because she knows that a lot of these guys just fucked her and left and, fucked her and chucked her and all this other stuff. But you're the one telling her how you love her and how you want to be with her and all this other stuff. And you want her to be your girl and all this other stuff. So that she wants to take that chance and believe you. But then she's still kind of wishy-washy with the sex because she's like, damn, every time I fuck niggas, they always leave me. Right? So then she believes your ass. She fucks you after some resistance because she's not really too comfortable. She's not really sure because she's not comfortable in her own skin. You get the pussy. And then all of a sudden, right? Then all of a sudden, she's like, oh, I felt like I was being taken advantage of. And you did this and you did that to me. And it's like, why do you want those problems when you could have just kept it real from the jump? See, Kevon said, what if you don't tell the chick anything and wait for her to ask for what you're looking for? Bruh, listen, don't worry about what the chick is asking. You tell the chick what you want. Tell her what you want to do. You understand? You have to lead, because what you're doing is you're finding the women who want to fuck with you. Right? Rodney, you said most women don't take accountability for shit, Locario. Let me hit the button real quick for you. Let me hit the button real quick for you. Hold on. This is what you have to understand. There's a difference between, see, there's different levels to this shit. Just like I said, there's different levels to that, to the insecurity, right? There's different levels to taking accountability, right? So you have some women who they'll get with you, they'll involve themselves with you, and then when it doesn't work out or you bounce or whatever it is like that, they're like, shit, that's fucked up. That's whack. Fuck that nigga. But you know what? It is what it is, and they move on. And them moving on is them saying, you know what? I took a L. I fucked with this nigga. I took a L. I keep it moving. Then you got the other types of women, and these are the type of women I'm talking about with the mental issues and really, really insecure. These are the type of women that when you smash and you bounce and they feel a certain way, oh, it's all your fault, buddy. That's all you. And so this is why it's a dangerous game to sell a woman a dream, because if you're selling a woman a dream who's extremely, extremely insecure, and again, this is the type of shit that works on the extremely, extremely insecure women, there's a chance that that woman, once everything is said and done, she's going to find a way to blame you, find a way to get back at you, find a way to fuck with you. You understand? She'll find a way. And understand this. Again, when you dealing with a girl and you're the straw who broke the camel's back, nigga, don't say I didn't warn y'all. I'm just saying. I'm trying to help you out. Don't say I didn't warn you. I'm just trying to tell you. Listen, it's way better for you to be the type of guy who understands his value, who's confident. And because of that, it's easy for you to be honest and get what you want. The problem is it's hard for a lot of these guys to be honest to get what they want, because they don't believe that who they are is the type of guy that women want, which is why they have to sell them the dream in the first place. You understand? You have to sell the woman the dream because you think the reality of who you are is not enough. It's that simple. It's that simple. Because if the reality of who you are is enough, you would not need to sell her the dream. You understand? Because you can get exactly what you want being who you are. But that takes for you to be confident and believe in yourself and have some fucking game. You see what I'm saying? That's what it boils down to. But let's take some calls real quick. Let me go to 320 and then 718. Make sure you guys hit that donate button at the top of the chat. And let's get it cracking. So 320, what's popping? Who this?
Hey, what's up, Mr. Locario? This is John.
What up, my brother? What's going on? Did you donate?
Yeah, Venmo.
Appreciate it. What's going on?
All right, so there's this girl that I was seeing for 3 months, and it kind of broke off recently. But I'm not like entirely sure why.
So you say you was seeing her for 3 months, and then what happened? She just stopped hitting you up? Like, what was going on?
Yeah, so she kept asking me for a relationship, like a serious thing. And I was giving her the whole, like, nah, it's too soon for that.
Right.
And she was like, oh, okay, it's all cool. But she would keep bringing it up every, like, 2 weeks. And I think the third or fourth time, it was just, she was saying, all right, well, if you can't decide now, then you never will. And I was like, wow, really?
Right. So then that's the thing.
I'm telling her it's too quick.
Yeah, that's the thing. This is the thing. She wants a relationship more than she wants you. You understand what I'm saying? Like I was.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like,
Yeah, that's what happened. So this is the thing. There was years ago. I remember there was this girl I was talking to, and she said to me, I thought this was the funny shit. She was like, "Oh, I want to get married, like soon." I said, "Okay, what type of guy you want? What type of guy you like?" She's like, "Oh, I don't care. I just want to be married. I don't care who he is." You understand? That's exactly what she said. And I'm like, so you just what? So what happens is that she's dealing with you, but she wants the title of girlfriend. She wants the title of being in a committed relationship above you. Like, so, because the thing is, if she was feeling you, she wouldn't give a fuck about what's happening in the situation. That's why when I tell guys to vet women for 12 to 18 months, it's not going to make a difference to the woman in necessarily, because the fact that she's with you, period, she's happy to be with you, period. You see what I'm saying? So if she's like, well, I don't want to fuck with you because you're not going to make me your girlfriend, that means that she values being a girlfriend over fucking with you. You understand?
Yeah, that's fucking crazy though. Like, why are girls out here trying to do that?
Because that's what happens. You know what I'm saying? But again, the thing is this: the reason why it is like that is because let's flip it around. Let's flip it on the guy's perspective. Imagine you're dealing with a chick that you want to smash, right? And she's like, "Oh, but let's hang out and let's wait. I don't want to do that." And you're like, "Nah, come on, let's have some sex." And then she's like, "Nah," and you're like, "All right, well, peace out." And then she's gonna say, "Mr. Locario, well, why did that guy, not want to hang out with me?" I'm like, "Well, he wanted to fuck you." You understand? He don't give a fuck about being in no long-term relationship with your ass. He wanted to fuck you. So the flip side is for women in certain situations. She wanted a relationship. She didn't give a fuck about actually being with you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, she just wanted the thing. You see what I mean? So, because what you got to understand is that a woman being a girlfriend or a wife or a fiance is a title and a status symbol for a woman. You understand? So they want that status symbol. So a lot of times they're like, well, fuck it. I'll get with any guy to get the status symbol, just like we're like, well, I'll fuck, any chick as long as I think she's fuckable. You see what I'm saying? That's what happens.
Okay.
You feel me?
So is there like a way to sort of screen that, or predict it?
No, there's no way. You just got it. It just depends on the girl you're dealing with. You see what I'm saying? Because certain girls are going to see you certain ways. Yeah. So that's why you just got to find a girl who's interested in you enough to want to keep fucking with you how you want to fuck with her. That girl just wasn't it. You feel what I'm saying? You just got to keep it moving. All you could say to her is, hey, listen, well, if you want to come back and just have fun with me, then you got my number. Other than that, peace out. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Yeah. I left it open-ended with her in our last text. And then she blocked me on Snapchat, blocked me on Instagram, and said, "Oh, well, we're just going to cut off right here. Bye. I think this is not working." I was like, okay, whatever. But
yeah, so yes, that's done. That's done. It's over. That's done. So she's done. She charged herself to the game. She's done. So you know what I'm saying? So that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Lost.
Yeah, man. So yeah, just find other chicks and you'll be all right.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, brother. Appreciate the call, man. All right. So hold on, let me see. Deshaun, what up? He says some women, if you don't sell a dream, won't be with what you want. Not saying it's right, but what it is. Oh man, but see, that's what I'm. Let me say something to you guys. Do you guys understand that you're supposed to not get with certain girls? Like certain women you're not supposed to be with. It's supposed to be that way. Like you're not supposed to be with them. Like you're not supposed to get every girl. You understand? This is why you get rejected, because you're not supposed to be with every woman. It just is what it is. You see what I'm saying? But let's go to 718. I think this is Moses. Moses, what's good, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Locario, what's going on with you, my brother?
I'm chilling.
How are you?
Appreciate the donation. What's going on? What's poppin'?
Yeah, bro, you just actually, I never heard of this before. You just actually talked about something new. I'm glad that you talked about it. Selling a dream.
Right.
To me, I'm glad that I never heard that before. Nobody who had game. I know a couple of dudes who have game. They never taught me this shit, this fucking shit. Right. You understand? But let me tell you this. Yeah, for real. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of dudes and my family members who got game, they don't got patience to teach me how to fuck with chicks. You understand?
Right.
But here's what I'm gonna tell you. Man. I feel like selling a dream, man, falls in the same category as bullshit women and waiting on choosing signals and all that other shit. Because at the end of the day, let me tell you, with me, like I remember before I got on I don't know, you probably remember, before I got on a Bad Boys membership, I was rusty. You could tell that I was a nigga that was bullshitting with women, telling women what the fuck they want to hear and shit like that.
Right.
But here's the thing. When I got on the membership, right, and then the fact that you talked about this, I'm actually going to, you know, talk about this with my boys because they're struggling with women's also. And they come to me for advice with women. Like, to me, selling a dream, man, fuck that. I tell women what I want, what I want.
Exactly.
Like,
That's how you do it.
Every day.
But Moses, hold on. Moses, hold on.
Every day
What happened with that chick that you called the other day? Did you ever see her?
What chick you called the other day?
Remember what was it, like 2 weeks ago when you called in on the show and you called the girl on the show? What happened with that chick?
Oh, you talk about when 1950 and them was there, right?
Yeah. Did you ever saw her?
And I told you I charged her to the game because she was bullshitting. You understand? Because she flaked. That's one. Number two, she asked me who is this. You understand? Number three, you understand? I'm like, she like, oh, I told her let's go out for a coffee. That was before before the list I'm actually telling you. She was like, oh, when are we gonna go for a brunch? I'm like, nah. Listen. I gotta brunch.
Right.
Like, go out to dinner. I'm like, wait, no. I told her, listen. I'm not gonna be rude, but here's what we're gonna do. First off, we gotta slow down. We gotta work our way up towards that. You understand? I'm not just gonna give it to you. I gotta get to know you first. You're like, oh, come on. I'm like, okay, when you're ready to cooperate, you hit me back. And
but see, Moses, you see, hold on, Moses, you see the way that you're talking right now. That's the type of energy that you need when you're talking to the women. Period. You feel what I'm saying? Because when you was on the phone with her, you sounded a little nervous, which is okay. But what I'm saying is that when you're dealing with these girls, you want to have that same type of energy and same type of conviction in your voice when you're dealing with these girls, so that, you know, when you're talking to them and you're making shit happen, they're really, it's, you know, gonna be responding a little bit, you know what I'm saying, like way better, you know what I'm saying, when you're dealing with them.
Right. Locario, two things I want to mention, right? Yes, I'm actually practicing that as well. You understand? And I'm getting better at that. But at least, even though y'all know better than me, obviously I'm still weak in the game, but I'm growing, I believe. You know, I feel like with me personally,
right?
Like, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I feel like for some reason when I'm direct with women, I go to the spot or I know 3 spots, but one kicked me out because, you know, the owner was racist. You understand? And then he got upset that I was hollering with women, so his fucking ass kicked me out. So fuck him. So I got 2 other spots that I go to. Now, my objective is, you know, understand, is when I go to these spots, my mission is to holler at women. Fuck drinks, holler at women. You understand? Now, when I go there, and the security guards know me, when I go there, I practice talking to women. I'm direct. I'm like, hey, listen, you know, I start off with a little small talk for like 3 seconds.
So wait, hold on, Moses. Let me ask you a question real quick. I got some more callers, but how many other women are you talking to right now?
Well, so far I got like 4 so far.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up.
I'm too busy charging. I'm too busy. No, hopefully they got to work through because, you know, I told you I'm too busy charging too many chicks to the game because they bullshit. You understand? But listen, 2 small things. I'm about to go.
All right, real
like
quick.
In the Bad Boys membership, in the Bad Boys membership, you talked about how to attract dimes. 5 ways to attract dimes, something like that.
Right.
I never really have a chance to listen to that. I listened to it once. But to me, I feel like the question is, you probably put that in the audio because a lot of dudes love dimes. But at the same time, to me, there's no such thing as dimes, man. I keep telling my boys that there's no such thing as dimes. The same way the dimes, that's what they still consider as females. The same way.
Well, the dime is whatever you think is a dime, because what you think is a dime, I might not think is a dime, and vice versa. So that's really the main thing about it. But Joe, I gotta get a few more of these calls, Moses. But yo, keep doing what you're doing. Listen to the shit again, and just make sure you practice your how you come at the chicks, man. But I appreciate the call, my brother. Hold on. So, damn, this other dude just hung up his phone. So 646 call back and 860 call back because the joint just dropped off. So Deshaun, you said, Locario, how have you dealt with women that had low interest? We don't really need much help for women who have high interest, but for those women we want that have low interest, what do you do? Well, this is the thing. I actually got a whole program on the Bad Boy membership called How to Increase, women's interest. You understand? So how to get those women who have medium to low interest to holler at you. The thing is, though, is that you don't want to see. I try to get guys to focus more on the high interest women that actually are feeling you, because those are the easiest ones to fuck with. A lot of times, most guys spend too much time on women who don't really have that much interest in them. You understand what I'm saying? And then so what happens is that when you spend so much time on women who don't have interest in you, then what happens is that subconsciously you start to accept this type of behavior as the norm, and then you indulge more and more into that type of behavior. So what you want to do is flip that and accept the high interest women as the norm, and then the women who are on some BS, you start to condition yourself to get rid of them as soon as possible. Let's go to 861. 861, what's popping? Who this?
Hey, what's up? This is Carl. How you doing?
What up, my brother? Did you donate?
I donated.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I got you.
What's going on?
Listen, my question is, it's on topic, but it's a little bit different from the. It's not a relationship question, but it's about dating and business.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask or
yeah, you guys.
Okay, I'll be. Yeah, okay, I'll be quick. I'm 50 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I see just through like on the computer and online, and I do a little bit of counseling, to some close friends, some people I know.
Mm.
There's like a market for dudes that are like middle aged, but who really just don't know how to get back like into the dating market. I myself, I'm divorced, and I started getting back in like maybe 6-7 years ago, and I got I also listen to your program too. But I have a lot of my own stories, my own personal experiences, as well as the experiences of other people who've actually been successful. But actually, there's a lot of people who are middle aged and they don't know how to get back into the market or date or something like that. So I was thinking about doing something a little similar, maybe to what you do, but something where you talk to like older guys who are kind of out of the game and helping them, get their groove back. But I don't really know how to go about it. The reason why I'm asking you, because I've told some people some things that I've learned just in life in general about being older, and you can't date like you're 20 when you're 50. It's a little bit of a different dynamic in some cases. So I guess my question to you, just to keep it brief, if I wanted to do something where I could, do some counseling, should I wait? Because maybe I feel like I'm not, maybe I don't know, and like I don't know enough about the business of doing that to how even to really even go about that. But I think there's a good market. And a lot of guys are, really suffering with that.
Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is that you want to make sure that you know enough to help people out. Because see, that's the problem. Even like now on YouTube, you got a lot of people who don't really, they don't really have enough experience. You know what I'm saying? And they're trying to like teach people shit. So you want to make sure that you're at that level to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? But what I would say is this. I would say, it's almost like you have to immerse yourself more into the situations, because right now it sounds like you're still figuring stuff out yourself. So it's like, how are you going to help another guy if you're trying to figure shit out yourself?
Exactly.
You see what I mean? So, right. So you got it. So what I'm saying is that you'd have to take a few years to really immerse yourself in this. Cause like, even for example, myself, right? Like this is like, I've been doing this shit for like since 2008. So it's about like damn near 13 some years I've been doing this shit, right? But even before I started doing this, like since I was 16, I was immersing myself in interacting with women, dating, sex, and all that other stuff, hooking up with girls, talking to chicks. Like I was doing all that. And even when I started, right, I was still learning, and I'm still learning today. So the thing is that it's something that you have to immerse yourself into it, meaning that it has to become part of your life. You see what I'm saying? So what happens is that even for myself, like this is some shit I do all day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Like I'm interacting with women, like even my lifestyle of being non-monogamous, meaning I have a wife and I got a girlfriend, and I still, date other girls here and there, hook up with girls here and there. So I got all facets of it covered. You see what I'm saying? So I'm still in it.
Yeah.
So what happens is that you got to make sure that you're in it and it becomes part of your situation, because that's the best way that you'll be able to soak up enough knowledge to be able to help somebody else that's trying to make something happen. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like, just like, for example, there's a dude that I watched that does like fitness stuff, and he basically said the same thing. He was like he lives in the gym. You understand what I'm saying? He's been doing this shit since he was a teenager. Like this is part of his whole life. So he's been studying for years and doing what he's been doing for years to be able to like impart the knowledge that he's imparting. You see what I'm saying? The problem is you got people, just because YouTube is a thing, they just get on their YouTube shit and then they just like say shit that they heard somebody else saying. You know what I'm saying? But they know they're not really living the lifestyle or really out there doing the things. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing. You got to actually, get more experience under your belt so that you can help yourself out, and that at the same time help other people out. So the thing is, and this is what I'll say too for that, you don't have to know everything. You just have to know enough to where you can help people if you're going to be doing that thing. And then if you don't know something, be like, well, I don't know that. I can, research it, help, figure it out, or I can send you to somebody else who knows this thing. You see what I'm saying? So it's that type of thing. You know what I mean? Because even, for example, like I'm 40. So, I'm like 10 years younger than you. But like, let's say somebody like Alan Roger Curry or Ron Wills, who is that at your age, you understand what I'm saying? You could definitely holler at them just on specifics of being that age and dealing with certain types of different things. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, there might be certain little specifics that could go along with that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a lot to meditate on. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay, man. Yeah, I got it. I know a lot of other people are calling, so I won't take up the time. Thanks.
Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate the call, man. Peace. All right, so let's go to 617. 617 was popping. Who this? 617 going once. 617 going twice. All right.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's going on? Who's this?
Hello?
Yes, sir. You can hear me?
What's going on?
What up? What up?
Yep, I can hear you.
What's up? Did you donate?
What's going on? I donated to the Cash App.
Appreciate it. What's going on?
So I called a couple of weeks ago about trying to find my true self and building a confidence. I called about how I was how I felt like I wasn't social. That was me at my baseline, and trying to become a better person. I felt like I was going against that, and then like you saying, you have to be you have to be your true self to really get ahead in the game. So I was still kind of fighting with that, with the, try to be social. And I know you used the example about how I am like in family, with family and everything else. And I was telling you that that's also how I am. Like I'm not like the outgoing person, even with family. So again, this is my baseline. So trying to overcome that and still somehow become true to who I am. You know, like you say, you know, the truth is inside of you. So
well, let me ask you a question. Have you ever thought about taking therapy?
Yeah, I had before.
You have before, okay? Because what I'm hearing now, it sounds like you might actually have something blocking you from, making progress. You understand what I'm saying? So, because I feel like this is like the third time you call with the same question, and the answer is still the same. The thing is, because see, this is what you're saying. You're saying this is it. You understand? You're like, this is it. This is who I am, and that's that, and that's all that there is to it. And I'm not getting the success I want or whatever is going on because this is just what it is, right? But the issue is that a lot of times what's happening is that you're there. I could even just hear it in your voice. You understand what I'm saying? Where there's still doubt in your voice. There's still because the thing is this: if this was just who you were and this what is the end all be all of it, and you were really just like actually being yourself and just being fearless about what you want to do, you wouldn't even be calling in because you would just be doing it. You see what I'm saying? So there's still some doubt in your mind, and there's something blocking you from getting to that next step. You see what I'm saying? Because the thing is this, like I said, if you're, I'm sure because you just said that when you talk to your so you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you nervous when you're talking to your brother?
No, but I felt like that's different though, because that's, that's family, and I'm not trying to,
Trying to what?
It's just,
you're not trying to what?
It's different, talking.
No, but what are you was about to say? You're not trying to do what with your brother? What are you not trying to do?
Not trying to, I don't talk to him, or I don't talk to the family member the same way that I would talk to women.
Right, but this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that when you're talking to your brother, right, you're more calm, relaxed, chill, and being more of yourself. So what happens is that you're changing who you are when you talk to women. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, why can't you be the same cool, calm, collected, chill person that you are when you're talking to your brother when you're talking to women? Why can't you do the same thing?
Because I'm not trying to, it's different when you talk to someone that you're trying to,
but this is what I'm saying. Why? This is what I'm saying. Why is it different? Give me the exact reason why it's different when you're trying to talk to the girl versus talking to your brother. I want to hear you say it.
Well, for one, I'm not trying to I'm not having relations.
Okay.
With my
Okay, well, let me ask you this. So when you talk to your brother, right? Do you ever talk to your brother and expect a certain outcome, or do you ever ask him for anything? Do you ever ask him for advice or whatever? Do you ever ask your brother for anything? Have you ever asked your brother for anything? Oh, you still there? I think his phone is fucked up right now because I see his phone's still on, but I'm not hearing you. All right, you have to call back because your phone is all messed up. See, again, his problem is that he is getting in his own way. Period. Because when he gets around women, he turns into a whole nother nigga. That's all it is. You feel what I'm saying? So I see Dirty said, as a man with a good job, good looks, but no game at all, how is the best way to develop confidence to approach women? Well, that's what you got to do. You got to approach women. See, that's what we're actually talking about on the Bad Boy Show today. We're going to be talking about how the only way to get advanced in the game is that you have to be able to experience women in real life. Then they doing a lot of fucking construction outside. These motherfuckers making noise like a motherfucker. Shit. But yeah, you just got to talk to women. You got to just get out there and do it. Shout out to my dude, the Alpha Evolution. What's going on, fam? What's good. But yeah, so for the other caller that called in, you know, he's talking about, you know, he's feel like he's not making the progress or whatever. A lot of guys, y'all just be in your own way. Y'all don't understand this. Y'all really be in your own way. You understand? Deshaun, you said, should we practice talking to women we aren't attracted to? Yeah, if you want to, it don't make a difference, because it's not about if you're attracted to them or not. It's about you having the skill of being social. You see what I'm saying? See, even when you're asking that question, should we practice on women we're not attracted to? You're putting women on, it don't matter if you're attracted to her or not. It's the same shit. This is why I asked the caller, when you talk to your brother, what's the difference between you talking to your brother and talking to the girl? And I'm talking about specifically talking. We're just having a conversation. We're just interacting with each other, right? Well, when he talks to his brother, he's probably just chilling. He's not thinking about too much. He's not nervous, right? But see, he's nervous talking to women because he's looking for an outcome. He's worried about what the woman's thinking about him. When he's talking to his brother, he don't give a fuck about the outcome. He don't give a fuck about what his brother's thinking about him. He just having a conversation. So what I'm saying is transfer that same type of energy to talking to women. You understand? It's that simple. And that's what we fucking up a lot of dudes, is because they make talking to women an event. They make talking to women something special. You understand? And it's not special. Listen, there's nothing special about talking to women. Nothing. Not a damn thing. I don't understand why guys make this such a big, because again, it's the rejection part of it that makes dudes scared, because they're so afraid of the rejection because they think that means something. You understand? They think it means that they're a loser and girls don't like me and I'm nothing. It's terrible. Zawalabi, you said, Locario, my question to you is, would selling a woman a dream mean turning a woman's hypergamy against them? Oh my God. Jesus Christ. You guys. Oh my goodness. It's so funny. Like it's not y'all fault. It's not y'all fault. It's not. Yeah. So you gotta understand. It's okay. Imagine. Okay. I just want you to understand why I'm laughing. Like, imagine you're a math teacher, right? And somebody said, does 2 + 2 equal Cheerios? You're gonna be like, what the fuck? They're like, yeah, does 2 + 2 equal cereal? Like, what are you talking? No, 2 + 2 equals 4. What the fuck are you talking about cereal? That's so nonsensical. What do you mean 2 + 2 equals Cheerios? That's hilarious. You see what I'm saying? Like, so when I get questions like this is a 2 + 2 equals Cheerios question. You understand what I'm saying? Because what you have to understand is this, is that the whole concept of the whole hypergamy thing, right, is that the woman wanting to marry up or level up in the situation, right? 2 + 2 equals hypergamy. Facts, right? And what happens is that when you're selling the woman the dream, right? When you're like, oh, girl, this and that and blah, 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 and all that other stuff, right? The woman doesn't really know anything about you. She's just going off of what you're saying at the moment. and then taking that at face value and then just going along with that. So if you find this girl who's, you know, thirsty for a man and you're like, oh, I want a serious relationship, girl. You don't, you know, I just feel this connection and, you know, you're the one and, you know, all this other goofy shit. Right? What happens is that doesn't really have anything to do with necessarily what hypergamy would be anyway. You understand what I'm saying? She's just fucking with you off the strength of wanting to believe the bullshit you saying. You understand? But also you got to understand that the whole thing of hypergamy and all that other shit, it only applies to, you know, a woman, or let's say a man, when it comes to him dealing with women. It only, like, a man only has to worry about that when he doesn't have a woman's mind. That's the only thing. Like, if you don't have a woman's mind, then all that hypergamous shit is going to affect you. Because when you have a woman's mind, it's hard to get rid of a woman. You understand what I'm saying? You said, I live in the hood. What's the best way to approach women without any issues? Get out the hood. You know what I'm saying? Holla at chicks outside the hood, nigga. You said, what's the best way to get a woman attached without commitment? Any programs on the membership that you would recommend that help toward that? Well, here's the thing. If you aren't committing to a chick, right? Because this is the thing. There's different levels of commitment, because you could be a fuck buddy and be a committed fuck buddy, meaning that y'all actually hit each other up, y'all meet up, and y'all been fucking on a consistent basis. So that's actually commitment right there. So a commitment isn't just in the realm of long-term boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. You could actually be a committed fuck buddy. But so the thing is that it's going to be hard to get that attachment without commitment, because part of what makes the attachment happen is the commitment. You understand what I'm saying? It's the consistency. It's the investment. See, attachment happens because of investment. And investment is because of consistency, and that consistency implies commitment. You see what I'm saying? So it is something that you got to do as far as being consistent in order to get some sort of attachment from a chick. So you can't be all over the place. See, this is what guys see. The problem, you know what the problem is? I'm gonna tell you guys what a lot of dudes be wanting to do. A lot of dudes want to be able to do whatever the fuck they want and be all over the place and still have chicks want to fuck with them on some shit whenever they want to fuck with them. It don't work that way. You understand what I'm saying? It does not work that way. Like, there has to be a method to your madness. It just can't be madness. You understand what I'm saying? But let's go to 617. So are you back?
Yeah, it's all right. I lost. Yeah.
Right.
I lost you.
Yeah, so like I was saying earlier, bro, because I was saying earlier, you saying you ain't got no problems talking to your brother. So I want to know, what's the problem you have talking with women? Or why like, what's the difference?
Because it's a comfort zone that of like what you say, like my true self being quiet, reserved. And that's why, like, trying to come out of that. And I'm trying to elevate. I'm trying to elevate, but then, like, I get stuck with.
No, listen, it ain't nothing wrong with being. Listen, it ain't nothing wrong with being quiet and reserved. What I'm saying is that when you're chilling, and let's say you talk to your brother on the phone or something, or you talk to him in person, when y'all just having a conversation, what I'm saying is that I'm sure you're not all up in your head. I'm sure you're not trying to impress your brother. I'm sure you're not trying to you're worried about like every little thing that he's going to think about you, about what you're saying. You're just having a conversation. You might be talking about whatever, right? But you're in your natural state. You're not worried. You're not nervous. You don't care about what the outcome of this conversation or whatever. You're just having a conversation and you're there present in the moment. So what I'm saying is the same way you can do that with your brother is the same way you can do that with a woman. That's what I'm trying to say. But as soon as you get to a woman, you start thinking too much. That's the issue. And so you're in your own way. That's what I'm trying to say. You see what I mean? Like, think about this. Have you ever been to like a clothing store or something, and have you ever asked a woman for help that works there? Have you ever been in an establishment where a woman was working and you asked her for help and talked to her? Huh? Bro, you got to get your phone fixed. Your phone is a beast right now, my brother. You got to get that phone fixed, brother. You keep coming in and out. I'm trying to give him this game and his phone is all fucked up. God damn. You got to get your phone fixed, man. You say, yeah, OSB said he's uncomfortable bringing up anything sexual. Probably. I said his phone is nervous. Oh, man. That's crazy. Choosing Signals Wireless. All right, 617, man. You got to get your phone good, bro. You there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Your phone is cutting in and out, man. You know what I'm saying?
All right, good. So did you hear like the last thing that I said?
No, I was saying, so what did you say? Because I said, have you ever been in a situation where you're talking to a girl who works at a place, you asked her for help or whatever? You ever been to McDonald's and there was a woman at the cash register and have you ever talked to a woman at an establishment that's a store, anything like that, or a restaurant that worked there and you needed
to ask for to ask for things, yeah.
Right. So were you nervous doing that?
Kind of, yeah. Not like.
So you nervous when you at a restaurant and the waitress comes and says, you know, what do you have? You nervous about that?
Yeah, because it's just like I feel like, okay, what do I just say it? You know what I mean? I'm like just say what you want, and it's not like where to the point where like I'm like I just look at them and they're like, okay, what do you want? And it's like 5 minutes pass by, but it's like it takes me a little bit, maybe like a couple of minutes to like just come out with the, you know, I'm gonna get the chicken or I'm gonna get the beef or whatever.
So if you go to McDonald's and you walk in up to in the drive-thru, or you go in and you stand online and you get up to the cash register and there's a woman there, you got to take another 5 minutes to figure out what you want?
No, not like 5 minutes per se, but like, you know, it's not like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna get the you know, like how everybody else do.
But what I'm saying is, you get nervous ordering your food at McDonald's if a woman is at the cash register?
It's not nervous. No, it's not nervousness. I don't know if you want to call it nervousness. I guess you can call it nervous. Because it's just and I don't think it's really any like disability or anything like that, but it's just like lack of experience and lack of.
But that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that what's the difference between that and talking to your brother? So what I'm saying is, if you could talk to your brother just regular, why can't you be in a restaurant and say, yo, let me get some chicken and waffles or some shit? You can't just order that and without feeling funny?
Maybe because I don't Maybe because I just feel comfortable with somebody that I knew.
That you know, okay.
My whole life.
Right. So so now, do you think that if you start talking to more women, that you would get comfortable talking to women?
That's always that's what you talk about.
Right.
I follow you, and yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. See, Unique 79 said it, and I agree with him. I feel like, are you still seeing a therapist, or you stopped seeing a therapist?
I'm no longer seeing one.
Okay, I suggest you do, bro, because I think there's really something blocking you from, like, there's some sort of social anxiety or something going on that's making it hard for you to communicate and to interact. You see what I'm saying? Because the stuff that I'm talking about is just straight surface level stuff, just like go up, approach, and talk. And so if you're telling me that you feel like awkward or nervous or feel like uncomfortable in a certain way, just talking to women who are strangers who are there to help you, you feel what I'm saying, in certain situations, then you gotta get past that first. Because you're gonna get eaten alive out here in these streets. You understand what I'm saying? Trying to talk to these women.
That's why I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I can recognize, seeing, like, if I see like a pretty girl and I want to go up and say hi. I'm trying to listen. I listen to on the Bad Boy membership about how to get over anxiety of fear of approaching.
Oh yeah, let me ask you this, because FNS in the chat said, have you ever had sex before? So you're not a virgin, are you?
No, yeah, I am.
Oh, you are? Okay, how old are you?
Yeah.
How old are you?
28.
28?
28.
Okay, so here's the thing. I think I definitely suggest that you definitely seek out some therapy to just help you with certain things, because I think there's certain things that need to be handled first before before a lot of this other stuff can help you. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's like you know what a root canal is?
Yeah.
Right. So a root canal is, for those who don't know, it's like when you go to the dentist and they have to get deep into your gums, the roots, to help fix the tooth and all that other stuff. So you might have a toothache. You'd be like, yo, why my teeth hurting? And you keep brushing and brushing and your teeth still keep hurting. And you're like, they say, I got to get to the root of the problem. You understand what I'm saying? Because the brushing ain't going to help.
Yeah.
You understand? You got to get to the root. So there's a root to your problem that needs to be dealt with first before you can even get to this next step that we're talking about. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think the root, like I said, I'm very insightful on myself. Like, I'm very I'm trying to think of the word. I can self-reflect and definitely say that it's the view. I don't want to be looked at as that creepy, like that creepy guy. Being. So they did that feel of being looked at as, oh, he's a creep. I don't want that.
Well, why do you think they would look at you as a creep?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, just if I I know you say looks don't matter, but you know how like if I have a certain facial expression as I'm talking, and they're like, oh, what that? I don't want them to be like, oh, what is wrong with him? I don't want him to look like he's about to do something to me. What
makes you what makes you think any of this is going to happen when you're talking to a girl?
Because I can feel, not ticks, but like I could feel my face. I can make certain expressions.
No, but what I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, how do you know that the girls or the women you're talking to or interacting with are going to feel that way about you? How do you know this?
I don't know. Like, I guess the very few interactions that I have, I had that feeling that
and how many? Hold
they
on.
wasn't
How
feeling
many?
me, and
How
they were
many?
nervous
Hold
about
on.
me. So I was nervous
How
about
many
them.
girls? How many girls have you talked to this week?
Outside of high and whatnot, and the gym, not too many. Nothing like conversation wise, but just
Yeah, but you said out of a few interactions. So how many women roughly have you talked to this year? It's October right now. Since January to now, how many women out of this year did you go up and approach and try to talk to and get with?
oof, it 3 or less, most likely.
Less than 3.
Probably three or less.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. You don't have enough experience. You don't have enough, like, if you said like 3,000 or 500 or something like that, you said less than 3. You didn't even say 3, you said less than 3. So that's 2 or 1. You understand what I'm saying? So the things that you're saying that are going to happen, you don't even have enough data to say that. Do you understand what I'm saying? You don't even have enough. That's like saying, well, I came out with this book and I tried to sell it to one person, so my book's not going to sell. How do I know? I only tried to sell it to one person. You see what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying. You're stopping yourself because of what you think is going to happen, and you're thinking that you think that's going to happen based off of the experience you had, but the experience you had is extremely limited. You see what I'm saying? So this is the funny part about gaining experience, and this is what we're going to talk about on the Bad Boy Show today. When you gain experience, what happens is that you start to see certain things actually happening in real time and in your actual experience that gives you knowledge of what actually happens. So what I mean is this. Let's say you talk to 25 women, right? And let's say 23 of those women didn't want to talk to you, right? But then 2 women actually wanted to talk to you. So now what's going to happen is you're going to be like, man, all these women just rejected me. And, this one other girl was kind of rude. But those 2 girls, I exchanged numbers with both of them. When I spoke to them, they were actually pleasant to speak to. And they seemed like they had a good time talking to me. We had a conversation and I got, the information. I'm going to hit them up next week or whatever, right? So now your experience has taught you that there are some women who are going to want to exchange numbers with you. Your experience has taught you there are some women who are going to want to talk to you. Your experience that some women are going to want to take your number. Why? Because you talk to more women. But if you only talk to 1 or 2 girls and those 1 or 2 girls rejected you, all your experience is telling you that is women reject you, period. You have no experience of women wanting to fuck with you because you are not doing enough work. You see what I'm saying? So this is why I asked you purposely, how do you know women are going to respond to you that way? And I asked you how many women you talk to, because that's going to tell me about the actual experience you have. You see what I'm saying? So you're basing what you think is going to happen based off of the limited experience. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So this is what I'm saying, because I got to go in a second, but I'm telling you, definitely try to seek out some therapy, because I'm telling you that will definitely help you get out of certain, there's certain things that could help you with that. And then once you're working on that, all the other stuff that I'm telling you, it'll start to become easier, but you got to be able to put yourself out there and put in the work. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what do you think about just like, staying present? I understand like talking, just in any conversation, being present, and staying grounded in the conversation, being self-aware. So like if I see that my facial expression may be, creeping her out or whatever, like what do you say about that?
Well, this is the thing. This is the thing. The problem is that if you're worried about your facial expressions, you're not really in the moment. You feel what I'm saying? Because if you're in the moment, you're just having a conversation and then focusing on interacting with her. And then based off of what she's doing and what she's saying, you're going back and forth. Because understand this, it's like, okay, think about playing tennis, right? If you play in tennis, the person hits the ball over the net, you hit the ball back over the net, they hit the ball back, so you're going back and forth, right? So y'all are both responding and reacting based off of what the other person's doing. So if you're in a conversation with a woman, hey miss, how you doing? What's going on? What's your name? Oh, Stacy, nice to meet you. My name is Locario. Listen, I came over here because I thought she was really cute. What are you up to today? She's like, I'm going to work. I'm doing this. Oh, cool. What do you do for work? So we're just going back and forth having a conversation, right? So I'm not thinking about my facial expression. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not thinking about that stuff. All I'm focusing on is what I'm saying and what I'm doing and then how she's responding. So if I see that she's being warm and friendly and smiling, and then I'm going back and forth and continuing. If I see her being standoffish or seems like she don't want to talk, all right, well, listen, miss, you have a nice day. I'll holler at you, whatever. And that's it. You understand? So you're worrying about things that don't matter because you're like, oh, what if my facial expression is going to make me feel about this or make her feel about that? All you need to understand is that while you're having the conversation, be aware of yourself, meaning be aware of what you're saying and what you're trying to, talk about, and then see how she's responding to that. You see what I'm saying? When you're thinking about all these other little extra things, it's gonna trip you up because now you're gonna be outside the conversation because now you're thinking about your facial expression. And if she might have said something that you missed because you're thinking about your facial expression. You see what I'm saying? You didn't realize that she was showing interest because you're worried about your facial expressions. You see what I'm saying? So just
what to say.
Right, exactly.
It's not freezing up.
That's what I'm saying. But this is what I'm saying. Do you think about what to say when you're talking to your brother?
Not so much.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. Like I'm sure you don't really think about it like that. You understand what I'm saying? Like you're just having a conversation. It's the same exact thing. But this is what I'm trying to explain to you. The more you're in these situations, meaning the more that you do it, the more that you're going to get comfortable doing it. And then the more that it's going to become second nature. And then the more that you're not going to be worried about what to say and what to think about what to say because you'll just be doing it. The reason why you don't think about what to say with your brother is because you've been saying things with your brother forever. You understand? As much as you've been talking to this motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? That's why you don't think about what you're saying. Yeah. You understand? And you also don't think about what you're saying because you're not worried about the outcome of the conversation with your brother, which is why you're not nervous about saying what you're saying because you're just being in the moment. All I'm saying is the same principle applies to women. The problem is that you're worried about the outcome. You're worried about what the fuck the girl's going to think. You're worried about the girl rejecting you. You're worried about how your facial expressions look. Don't worry about shit. Just have the conversation. So what I would say to you is this. If you want to start practicing on something, practice having conversations with women without trying to necessarily get with them. Just on some, even if it's like a 1 minute, hey miss, how you doing? What's going on? How's your day? That's a really nice hat you got on. Where'd you get that from? Oh, Macy's? Cool. Well, listen, you have a nice day. That's it. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's it. And just continue to do that. Right. Just keep doing that. Do that for like a whole month, bro. You know what I'm saying? Of just getting used to having conversations and talking. Because what happens is that it takes, what they say, like 21 days to create a habit. You understand what I'm saying? So once something becomes a habit, it becomes second nature and you're not even thinking about it. Again, the reason why you're not nervous or you don't feel tripped up talking to your brother is because it's a habit already. You talk to him your whole life, almost probably, depending on what your situation is. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is you want to get to the same thing dealing with women. You see what I mean?
Okay, that's a very good, very good knowledge. Yeah, I'm gonna start that. Going to the gym and just saying hi to just random people.
Right. Yeah. So I'm telling you, it's all about working on your shit. And again, bro, I'm telling you, still get the therapy. I'm telling you, it'll definitely help you out, my brother. All right.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
All right, man. I'm gonna holler at you, my dude. I'm gonna holler. Peace. All right. So guys, listen, I'm about to head up out of here. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com to join the Bad Boy membership. Also go to patreon.com/Mr. Locario to check out the Bad Boy show. Also make sure you guys get that Game Kings documentary and, get that shit cracking. But that's pretty much it, guys. I am out of here. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.
When it comes to being a man, it's about being that rock. It's about being stable.
So first, you're gonna have to find discipline within yourself. Do you have that type of discipline? Do you even have the heart to be ruthless?
Women need leadership. It is in their nature to seek out leadership.
You can't do it 99 because all that's part of a man. You got to do it 100.
Apparently, these women out here having sex with somebody. Apparently, they're getting pregnant with somebody. Shoot, somebody getting some.
You should look at something like hypergamy and allow it to inspire you to always be evolving, getting better, expanding, developing.
There are things you know, there are things you don't know. Then there are things you don't know you don't even know.
There can be 10 of us in one room, and there's one question, and there's 10 correct answers, all different.